Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new edition of Inside the PFL Live. This is Drac, and I am joined by the co-host, Mike.
We're here. We're live.
We are
It's
here.
been a week.
We
We
are
had
live.
a nice week off. Thank you to the bye week.
The week off is nice,
Bye week was nice.
I gotta say.
It is. It's like a vacation.
Yep, it's a little bit of a stress-free week. Just a little bit. There's still that battle pressure always on the horizon.
The whole, rest of my season. But we're not there yet. We're here.
Nope, we are here. Let me share my screen with you real quick, because I realized I forgot to do that.
Nice.
You see it?
My internet is being extra slow today, so now I see it.
Okay. Well, with that, then let's get over to the battle window.
Oh god, I don't even remember most of these battles. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be like, not only is this live, it's gonna be like I'm watching them live again. Because this happened last week, didn't it?
Yeah, this is a week 5 battle, the Murphy and LCD match. I recently,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I rewatched them all today just to have a refresher. But
it's
anyway,
gonna be fun for me.
Let's get it rolling.
Let's get it rolling.
So, Murphy gets, they traded statuses turn 1. Murphy gets the T-Wave and LCD gets the Toxic, and I think the
he finally brings the thing. He does it. I love the Seismic Toss build.
Yeah,
it just hits everything.
It's super annoying, especially with Scrappy. It's hitting all the ghosts.
Right, and like he's so fast. Look at him. He's such a fat little asshole.
100 base speed for no reason.
For no reason.
LCD actually has a pretty good team at dealing with Miltank, I think, just
Hold
because
on, you gotta slow this down. We are going so fast.
We are going fast. They're all on normal speed, so that's my B.
That's okay. It happens. Now we're on slow. Now we can. Now my tiny brain can process it.
So what I was saying, I think LCD's team does good at dealing with the Toxic Stall Miltank, just because he's got the Regenerator on Slowbro and Magic Guard Clefable, with the Wish Passing especially.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went that route, because would Unaware ignore the speed boost from Excadrill?
No, it doesn't. It just ignores attack and defenses.
So then he totally should have just went like a more offensive route. I mean, I see that he has Excadrill and Gigalith there, but like the rest of his team is definitely more of like a Toxic Stall-esque.
Right. So I think, yeah, maybe offensive would have been a little bit better. But that being said, I mean, the hazards...
Throwing out my special attack.
Yeah, the Gigalith does not care at all about the special attack drop. So
Not
turn
even
16 and they both have hazards out, finally.
Right, and nothing's dead.
Nope, nothing's dead, because Murphy's team is big and bulky, and so is LCD's.
Another Toxic?
You have another Toxic, and they're both just kind of waiting to get their win con in.
That was an interesting sack there.
He was just trying to get Excadrill in clean, I believe.
That makes sense.
However, it's in the face of Poliwrath, which kind of hard checks Excadrill.
Yeah, so then I still want to know. I didn't need to, I don't know. I just work here.
Let me scroll back. Was it a double? Was it 2 doubles?
No, he went into Togekiss and then went into Appleton from the Togekiss death.
Yes. Okay, so Lapras.
Oh, I love the Super Fang build on this on Crobat here. COVID the Crobat.
Unfortunately, it doesn't do super well against that like Rocky Helmet T-Wave Mill Tank, because Mill Tank can
It's
always just spam Milk Drink.
it's so good.
Oh yeah, Super Fang
When
is an amazing move, especially at cutting down tanks.
Right.
And
That's why I'm surprised that we don't see more Nature's Madness run on the Tapus.
yeah, I mean that's interesting, especially Z Nature's Madness. It upgrades it to like
Yeah,
75% of their max HP.
right. Like that's a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like Tapu Koko's fast enough where that's enough to
Hmm.
regardless.
I think one season somebody had Tapu Fini and they used a like whirlpool trapping set with Z Nature's Madness.
Murphy now has no way to win. He now
Yeah.
needs to use Excadrill and either win or lose in these next couple of turns.
Um,
Spoilers, it's lose.
yeah, spoilers, it's lose. I'm actually kind of surprised that Clefable one-shot Excadrill like that.
Not if it was offensive.
Yeah, if it was offensive, that
Was it
definitely
built
helped.
specifically to do that?
Oh, it's possible. It could have even had the Steel Berry, because I don't think we've seen the item. Nope.
Right. This Clefable just doing Clefable things.
Right, and there's nothing left to stop Clefable. Murphy's kind of
No.
thrown in the towel by sending in Appleton.
Ugh, rip.
Does Leech Seed count as direct damage? Would that affect Magic Card?
Uh, I don't honestly know the answer to that question. It's one of
Yeah,
the things I haven't played with.
I don't know either.
Oh man. I mean, again, like you're looking at a team with Crobat, slow Magic or on a yeah Magic Guard on Clefable. Like trying to go for the Toxic Skull is an interesting strategy.
Well, yeah, he did have the paralyze on Miltank with Thunderwave, but he did also he was running both hazards with Toxic on Lapras, so it's a little interesting. I think maybe Lapras was just there to Toxic Slowbro on a teleport or something, maybe.
I mean, okay, putting Slowbro alone on a timer is at least nice.
Right.
I mean, he's gonna get some of it back off the regen, but like I don't know.
It at least
I don't
stops him
know
from
Murphy's
sitting on
team
things.
offhand to know if he has more offensive things he could have brought to that, but I feel like this was not the week for him to bring the defensive slow part of his team.
Yeah, did not seem like it worked out because really the only offense was the seismic tosses and Excadrill, and we saw Excadrill just get obliterated by Clefable.
We didn't see what Togekiss was gonna do either. I don't think. I feel like it just kind of
It hit
fell over.
Defog once, and it didn't even have
Right,
the booties because Lapras had the booties.
right. So yeah, we did go over Appleton. Did he have Apple Acid and Draco? Did we see
He
that?
had Apple Acid.
We don't see the fourth move.
Yeah, it's probably Recover because I
Probably.
don't think he ever really got hit by a move.
Yeah, because that's a pretty nasty play. That Apple Acid Draco is just. I mean, if it hits.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the guaranteed Spadef drop. Apple
Yeah,
Acid is so good at just stopping things from sitting on Appleton, and Appleton is consequently great at just sitting on things.
right. It is. It is a conundrum in and of itself. You can't sit in here on me, but I'm gonna sit in here on you.
Okay, so let's go over to the next match, and that
Oh, he rage quit. No shit.
he did. He forfeit. He just
Whoa.
forfeited in the face of Clefable. He could have at
Damn.
least maybe tried to claim one because Lapras was
Yeah.
faster with the para, but I think Poliwrath was just going to come in and hit Drain Punch a bunch of times. So
Hey man, it happens. We've seen people quit earlier.
yeah, sometimes you're like, I want to go out on my own terms.
Right.
Okay, next match, M1 and Nijia.
Oh. I just remember being really upset. No, wait. Did M1 win this one?
No, M1 did not win.
And this is another one where I feel like I got really upset because M1's team's really good.
Yeah, M1's team is really good. So talking with M1 after the match, he just didn't know that Manaphy got Energy Ball, and that is probably one of the decisive turns in the game. Like on turn 2,
Yep.
Quagsire going down. That's
Yep.
no good.
That's absolutely no good.
Yeah, and we see Nijia just push his advantage kind of the whole game because Quagsire checks a lot of this team. It'll check Embor, Nidoking, probably Diancie too.
I'm really surprised M1 didn't go into Tapu Bulu here. Like, he
Uh,
went into Lando and he got blocked by Clear Body. Surprised he didn't instead go into Tapu Bulu and just do Tapu Bulu things.
yeah, that was an interesting one. That definitely could have gone a different way. And harding into Salazzle, hoping for another Moonblast, was also another kind
Yeah,
of a mistake because if you look at M1's lineup, Diamond Storm just hits everything.
everything. That
Yeah.
Diamond Storm's a great move. The fact that we can sit on regular Diancie for a minute and then evolve it and get the speed, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Diamond Storm is
Like,
just nuts.
yeah. Let me just get +2 and just keep going. But Bulu could have done so much earlier.
Yeah, maybe if M1 had known that Quagsire got an energy ball, then another double into Bulu and just force Manaphy out would have been great.
Or even
Uh,
into the double into Mr. Rhyme. But yeah, he
yeah,
didn't know he had energy ball. That's fair. I've made the mistake where I'm like, he did it. I I lost a game because I forgot that something got first impression. Thomas.
yeah. My well, I have a similar story. In my like second league match ever was against you, and I didn't know what Prankster did, and I just got owned by Prankster Sableye. And then now I know what Prankster does.
Just Bulu is so dirty.
Yeah,
Like
Bulu's so good.
we all kind of just ignore Bulu sometimes until it gets hit by Sludge Wave, of course. But there's not a lot that wants to deal with most of the moves that Bulu has. He might not have a lot of moves, but the ones he does have, a lot of things don't want.
Right, and look at how much Bulu hits on this team. It definitely hits Diancie, it hits Paloswine, definitely hits Manaphy. Even if you go a mixed build, it will hit Embor and Latios, and if it was Scarfed, then it could potentially take care of Nidoking. So I
I'd be
think,
afraid to have Embor in against Bulu, but yeah.
especially since we see Embor is Scarfed here, let's go
Misses
in
an
before the
overheat.
yeah misses the overheat. The miss kind of didn't matter, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? And yeah, Manaphy just takes it. I think if if that turn one had gone just slightly differently, it would have been a much different game because there would be more pivoting opportunities to get Bulu in and just hit things hard.
I feel like he was very tilted after Quagsire went down too. That's probably why
Yeah.
Bulu didn't come in, or anything didn't come in. Like I don't know. That was rough, because again, both Mr. Rhyme, Mr. Ice Psychic Boy over there could have also hung out with Diancie for a minute, and Manaphy.
Yeah, it definitely
Not
could
not
have turned out very
Diancie,
differently, but
Manaphy.
yeah, but well played to Nijia.
Yeah, it was a good game. I didn't even have to send out Latios.
Nope. Do we want to see if James is ready?
Oh, James is 100% ready. He's messaging us as we're talking. I love it because he knows that I'm not watching the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah. I didn't have that window open. All right, let's
Oh yeah,
switch over.
I'm the owner. Hold on, I'm just gonna add him to this call. We don't have to like leave.
I mean, it's gonna send us to a new call anyway, I think. But I guess go ahead.
Give me a sec.
Okay, you do your thing.
Yo, are you already here? Hi, James.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
hear you.
can.
Do I sound like a robot?
Not
You
particularly.
sound alright.
Yeah, you sound fine.
You sound like the boner I remember.
Yeah. How you doing, dude?
I'm alright, homie. I'm alright. Just chilling. I just walked to Lake Scranton. It's a good time.
Oh, hell yeah. Is everything flooded? Is everything flooded?
It all went down by now. Most of it was a little floody though, but it's okay now.
We got a bit of rain here in Florida, but that's nothing new. So
Yeah, you guys get a bit of rain every day.
Yeah, especially in the summer.
I
Can
saw some crazy. I
can you
saw
all
some
see my stream
crazy
okay?
photos of New Jersey people like Philly people
Oh
diving
yeah.
into the river and stuff. I thought it
Oh
was the
yeah.
best. Oh, I
Oh
loved it.
yeah. It was so flooded.
All right,
So flooded.
you guys into this battle?
I'm so excited for this.
Oh yeah, very
You
excited.
monster.
How do we all watch it at the same time?
You gotta
I've got
click
the
watch
stream
stream
running.
for Drac
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sharing on
in
OBS.
Discord.
Or Discord, yes.
Okay.
This game was wild. Absolutely wild.
Those are not the right ones.
How the hell do you watch the screen? I don't remember how to do any of this.
Open up Discord
Yeah.
and then go into the call we're in.
Uh-huh.
And then somewhere in there it should say watch stream because Drac is streaming it to us. Are you on a computer or on your phone? Probably on your phone.
You're damn right I'm on a computer.
You're on a computer? Then yeah, it should just go into the call. There you go.
Okay.
James is streaming now. What the heck?
Now James
That's
is
not what I
streaming.
wanted. That's
No.
not what I wanted.
This is why doing Inside the PFL live is the best because everybody gets to hear the nonsense.
Yeah, they get to hear the edits, the stuff that I edit out.
There it is. All right,
Right.
I found it. Oh,
He did it.
that was a rough one.
Congratulations,
Okay.
James.
All right, go ahead.
Congratulations.
All right, let's click play. So, let's talk about the building process. How did you just know that both Tailwind and the Trick Room combo would pop off?
Yeah, I thought they'd both come out. This first beginning, I did not see coming at
Oh.
all. This was amazing.
This was completely wild.
I
Yeah.
love this moment. The worst fear for me was Tapu Koko's coming out and exploding like this, and he then did it. Dude, I was so scared. I thought he was just gonna electrocute me there again. I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
And then here we go. Now it's time to play the game.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
thinking
why did
like
he
a wild
mirror
charge or
move
something.
again?
He said after the game, mirror move was his only attacking move.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
he had a fun set on that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the rest of it was, but very, very interesting for sure.
So originally I thought the paperweight or the room service did half because I wanted to get lower than Vaporeon, but higher than Tapu Koko in
Tailwind.
Tailwind. So I had him set at 151, and as long as he didn't negative invest in speed in Vaporeon, that was enough to get it and be faster than Choice Scarf Tapu Koko. So that was the game plan with the Tailwind.
That's so
that-
crazy that
There's only two other moves you want to use against this team, really. It's a steel move and a grass move.
Yeah, Smart Strike and Leaf Blade.
That's it. Like, what else do you need if you start popping off?
Yeah, because grass and steel hit everything neutral.
Yeah, you're just, and I mean, Kartana's it's an explosion.
Yeah,
Jesus,
like 181
starts
attack or
going-
something.
yeah, you kill one thing and you're fast. It just is a tidal wave.
Can we talk about that Super Fang doing 3%?
Yeah.
Lots of Super Fangs
I
this
don't know
week.
how to use. I don't know how to use these goddamn Rotoms. Oh, what the hell's going on with these things? They're like little sacrifice angels for me, so I can get like my setup people in.
Hey,
Like that's all I was
Mons?
thinking about. Like,
Mons that do that are
let's
useful.
but this is the trick with Trick Room. You gotta set up Trick Room and then you gotta start sweeping because you only get 3 turns.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like it's really important to get like these tricky plays like Curse off, because otherwise I don't think I kill Vaporeon with
No.
one shot.
That curse
Uh,
was huge, dude. You got the 25% here, and then if I remember right, did you get the Oko
This
here?
kills, yeah. 'Cause I knew that would kill. That's the point. I needed a good chunk out, more than Stealth Rocks.
Yeah.
I think it was
that curse.
I think it was like 78% with stealth rocks. So I
Fuck,
needed way
The
more.
flinch. The
Yeah,
flinch.
this was nice.
That was huge.
That was.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
saying
I
that flinch was
still
nice
got
is
it,
a little
though.
of an understatement.
No, you still might have had it, but that was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Because this thing has 135 attack and just starts beating things to death.
I really tried to make him useful this year.
He's been doing things for you. He has like 5 or 6 kills for you.
I want him to be king of the kill so bad.
Oh, that would be
this
something.
All right, so this was
yeah.
an 82% chance that he killed me there.
With
So
Shadow Ball?
That's how close. Yeah.
Ah.
It was 82% when I ran the calc after the match. If he was like
Damn.
max invested in like special attack and stuff like that.
Wow.
What a
Is that
game.
with a life orb or is that without?
Yeah, that was with the life orb.
Okay.
Giga
And then it
impact.
Yeah, I love the Giga Impact, dude.
You got to risk that 90% chance to miss for the content, or 90%
Yeah.
chance to hit.
Man, he has a really. I'm very impressed with everyone's team building skills. I got to start getting better at this. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've noticed that looking at all my matches, I'm like, man, okay, so this mon looks pretty good, but then they have this, and the other thing, and that's every match. And until like, last season or 2 seasons ago, it didn't really feel like that. It felt like, sometimes there were really strong teams, but other times there were teams like, oh yeah, this mon just sweeps.
And it's weird. I've been feeling like if you draft a specific team, you always are going to do pretty good. Like if you take a good weather team, like either sand or water, like sand or rain, you're going to do pretty good if you get one of those two. And if you also draft like a terrain team, you're going to do really good. I think the terrain team that Mitch is building, really, really good. He's doing a good job with that.
Mitch's team is so good.
Yeah, Mitch's team is ridiculous.
It's a really good drafted team.
It's so good, though. I hate him. I absolutely hate him, but his team is so good.
If you look at it, it's
like I wouldn't want it. It's just so good. Cook is a monster.
Diverse. Yeah, you just see mons with a lot of diversity. Like, are you gonna choice scarf, crocodile, assault vest it, have intimidate, moxie? What are you doing with this thing? And then if you can look at that like with a bunch of his mons, are you gonna like make Tang growth like super attacky or super bulky?
Why do we always talk about?
I was just thinking that we're somehow on Mitch.
It always gets back to Mitch.
I wanna get him. I wanna get Mike excited.
Excited about what? Watching Mitch win with somebody else's team?
No, this is what I wanted to get to. Is I see the multitude of mons that can do diverse things, and I feel like coming up on other matches, you'll see that like certain mons they're one-sided, and even though they're very good mons, that one-sidedness sets you up for like setup and all kinds of shit, like Toxapex. I think it's bringing him down. I hate the Toxapex, and I think it's bringing him down. I think we need to lower the cost of that baby.
I don't think we need to lower the cost of Toxapex. I think
we weigh defense so high in this league. No, Toxapex gets next to no offensive presence. It's really good for haze and stopping your opponent, but like,
no, it doesn't.
What do you mean?
Dude, I think it's setup bait all day long. It has no offensive presence.
It gets haze.
Yeah, so dude, a million mons get taunt. Super easy.
But then you're not setting up, you're taunting.
Yeah, dude, I think it's super easy to set up against it if you got the team, and that's why his team is struggling this year.
I think Kyle's biggest issue is Victini being his fastest mon, honestly.
Yeah, his speed. We were talking about Kyle's team the other day, and I was looking at it, and like I like it defensively, but like it doesn't have a lot of offensive stuff going on. Like Rillaboom gets walled by everything ever. Victini is great, but that's all he's got. Bisharp's slow as
No,
shit.
I think he just has to start spamming fucking choice band grassy glide and see what it does. Because you say it doesn't do a lot, but if you don't invest for it, it does a lot. You
Yeah.
should
Okay,
look
but
at
like,
some of the.
If something's chipped,
sometimes
it
people-
can't necessarily take 2 if it's switching in.
I mean,
or
I'm a
even if
big
you don't
proponent of
invest
what
the
takes
right
his hit. I don't know. I think Rillaboom is very overrated. I'd rather take Thwacky. I think he's better and cheaper.
Ooh, the thwacking.
Any other closing thoughts before we move on to the next match?
Uh,
You want to say
man,
anything to the people?
I really like this team that he built.
Hunter?
Oh yeah, it was terrifying to build for.
Oh, it's so
Ability-
I
fast.
word that.
He's got a and if you ever right now I'm playing what the heck's the game? Sword and Shield. I'm replaying it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. I really like Aura Wheel and this Pokemon. Like
Oh, Morpeko?
Yeah, Morpeko
Yeah.
is great. It's so good. I didn't know it
Parting
got
Shot?
Super Fang. Parting Shot Super
Oh.
Fang is amazing. You're at half
Yeah,
health and you have no offense. Like, what?
And he has a very good speed tier for just spamming Parting Shot.
Isn't it like
yes, he
100?
does.
It's 97,
like
I think.
105 or yeah, maybe it's somewhere like around.
Okay, so
100.
it's 97, but after you get one of them Aura Wheels off, like,
Oh yeah, it's like scarfed, but you can also change moves.
right.
Yeah, super
You don't
good.
get walled by ground types? Come on now.
That was a funny part of the match. There were moments where I was thinking like that was a
Yeah,
thing throughout the
You
match.
had to
where I
pivot
had-
around what kind of Morpeko it was going to be. Because if it
Oh, it
was
was-
Dark Morpeko, it was going to ruin Renegrigus, but if it wasn't, then you were just going to wall it.
Yeah, and man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I didn't know the Super Fang either. I did
Right.
not know that was coming out.
I love Super Fang, as you guys have seen me just spam it, but like, damn.
Oh yeah,
And
very well
I-
played match.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for you guys to talk about my pickups later in the league. Me
Yeah.
and Manny made a specific trade.
Oh, I
Yes.
know,
Oh, sure.
because I'm going to talk about Manus. Manus is going to. Yeah, we'll get there.
we'll get
Yeah,
there.
he wanted some fun stuff. He offered me he wanted to take Grim Snarl, and I was like, no, and I really should have gave it to him, but fuck Kingdra. That thing sucks.
It does.
Somebody draft Kingdra and show me how to use it, please.
Yeah, Kingdra is a little awkward to use, I think.
There's Yawn. I don't know if I want to use Yawn or if I want to spam Draco Meteor.
No,
Oh,
any and all special dragons should be moved down one tier from where they currently are.
I think before we get into a completely another topic, we should just continue
All
with
right.
Inside the PFL.
But you don't want me to
You
rant
guys
about
have
how
a good
bad special dragons
Not
are?
that any conversation is unappreciated, but we have been on James's match for more than the previous 2 battles combined.
Well, James
Yeah, but I'm the
is, James
special
is here.
guest.
James is here, yes.
Right, and he's special. And our guest.
Dude, I hope you guys have a good night. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
See you, James.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.
All right, now
All
he left
right.
and we're good to go.
Then, okay. Here we
Moving
go.
onwards.
I was trying not to be rude. I hope you didn't take it like that. It's
No,
just
James, you're good. No rudeness.
from the standpoint of the broadcaster. I'd like things to
I have
move
to
at a
go.
good
I have to
pace.
go get Rob at 6 anyway.
That's
so I
true.
get you.
Let's get Tristan and Jim playing then. This was a super interesting match. So right off the bat, we see there was no defog whatsoever. So Jim, again, like he did last week, just throws out webs turn 1, which is a great play.
Why? Yeah. Why not? When you can, just do it.
Absolutely.
Don't let your memes be dreams, bro.
So
Love Masquerain. Tier
Yeah.
1 Pokemon.
Masquerain is great. I'm kind of surprised Tristan didn't just spam sub fishing for a para.
Right.
Because if that was like coil sub, that would have got real bad real quick.
I love how Jim keeps saving this Masquerade when it has 1% or low HP too. Just get another Intimidate later.
Yeah, it's so good. Especially since he seems to have like the read on the flow of the match, however you want to put it, when he knows his opponent's going to switch and just gets that free U-turn.
That defense drop is huge too.
Oh,
I'm actually
sure.
kind of surprised he left and didn't just mega and then keep spamming crunch with strong jaw after the defense drop. Like,
Maybe
oof.
it was a thing where he didn't
Big
want to
miss.
risk a scald burn or something.
That's fair. I can give you that. This too. Just let me just intimidate you down, because I'm gonna die anyway.
Yep, and now it's just free whoever, free Lele,
Right.
free Sharp, maybe not free Sharpedo, but free Flapple possibly.
Well, Sharpedo. He scares him right out. Is this Ice Fang?
Does,
It's gotta be Ice Fang.
Oh. Does Sharpedo get what's it called? Aerial Ace or something?
I don't know. I know it gets Ice Fang.
Yeah, it sure does. Strong jaw, baby.
Oh god.
Turn that Ice Fang into a stab move. Why don't you?
It looks so weird.
Mega Sharpedo? Yeah, because Sharpedo has the whole like, you know, scarred fish thing going on, and Mega Sharpedo just has more of that.
I love this Tailwind Chesto Resto Suicune, and I also just love Jim putting more hazards down in front of it. Like, alright. Let me just get some spikes off, because what are you going to do about it?
Mm-hmm. So it seems like Tristan's game plan to counteract the webs was to just hit Tailwind.
Really, though, it was, but that only works so well. Also, imagine if that Heracross wasn't down speed, or that Pin Missile hit. So many bad things.
Yeah, if that Pin
Why
Missile
did
hit.
he didn't hit Gyro Ball again? Like, oh my god.
I think he was anticipating a switch, but still, I think if I was Jim, I would have just hit Gyro Ball again, because he didn't have Protect, because he would have had to hit it there.
Then this absolute monster comes in. Because Tailwind's gone.
I'm a little surprised that Tristan just kind of let Mega Heracross die, because with another Tailwind, that could have done some serious work.
Well, 2 layers of spikes are up too.
Oh, that's true.
This.
The copied stat. I mean, Meloetta is still slower, but still, that completely gets around the webs.
Tristan just has some bad RNG happen. I think him and his brother both have bad RNG. I can't remember though.
Jim has some bad RNG too, because, well, okay, so Tristan gets the 30% paralyzed because he no longer has Serene Grace.
Oh yeah, he did skill swap.
And then the Moonblast, when it's a 60%, it didn't drop special attack the first time.
Now it did. Okay, yeah, you're right.
So
Meloetta's now dead, no matter what happens. So just do no damage.
Oh, is Focus Blast 10%?
It is. He somehow got the 10% drop there. Like, that's nuts.
So now Suicune gets another free Tailwind.
Yeah, but still, well, I mean, Lele's parried.
Yeah, Lele's parried. Parried and at 1.5 speed. Yeah, that makes sense to be faster than Suicune.
But Suicune's in a very uncomfortable spot right now, too.
Okay, that play I'm kind of surprised by. Like, letting...
Yeah.
Just bring in Flapple. I think he was maybe gambling that he didn't have the Ice Beam.
This. He didn't want the Scald Burn.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, he still has enough to get over the Suicune, which is also huge, because if he couldn't break that Suicune there, this game was over. Oh,
for sure. And that was going to be super bad if Suicune got another rest off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If, like, wow, I'm surprised that killed.
The Psychic Fangs?
After the burn?
Strong Jaw, so it's at like 75% power, and super effective, and Toxtricity is kind of small. I feel like that makes sense. But yeah, so the burn super mattered for Zarude, because I feel like it's big enough that an Icicle Crash might not have done like 75 or something.
Jesus
Yeah, and then the missing the 90.
It's this. Okay,
Oh.
this is the game where everything that could go wrong did go wrong for Jim.
Yeah,
That's
for
right.
real.
That's what it was. Jim had everything go wrong for him that could, and still almost won the game, and then lost because more things went wrong.
Right. It looked like sort of like, okay, you got a little bit RNG bone when he was up against like Tapu Lele and Meloetta, but then after that, man, everything kind of went in Tristan's favor.
Yeah, Tristan even got the 10% on Focus Blast. Like, it's not a lot, but like something that could go wrong, you know?
Oh, for sure. I don't know if that that minus spit F drop affected the Scald, but it certainly could have. But yeah, congrats to Tristan. You know, even though he got you could say hacks in his favor, he didn't play poorly. I wouldn't say that. I still think he played to win correctly given the situation. So yeah, it's just unfortunate Jim missed at the very end.
It was just, and he couldn't do anything. It happens.
Yep, hacks is a part of Pokemon.
Right.
Then let's go over to the next battle. Oh, it's your battle against Dan.
Oh, I should have lost this game.
Should you
I
have?
remember. Yeah, I was not happy with this game. I remember that. I don't remember why.
I remember seeing in the chat at the end when I was rewatching these that you said you should have lost, but I don't necessarily agree. But we'll get
Farewell tour. I love my names. He does just kind of let me slam Poltergeist for a little while. I remember that. And I miss it because I don't have no guard. I think I have Iron Fist.
Did you have Iron Fist for like Ice Punch against the
Probably. I think, you know what? I think I actually did, and I think it's because Joe recommended it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that it's still only did
Iron
that
Fist
much.
boost. Neither am I.
There it is.
Froggy Fresh. So I was very unconfident with Greninja's ability to just delete this fucking thing.
You don't think it would have done that?
After running the calcs, it would have, but I also don't remember if I had the sand boost and the light screen. Like, that's so much more special defense.
Well, Hippowdon doesn't. He's not a rock type, so he doesn't get this Spidef boost in sand.
Oh, only rock types.
Yeah.
Well,
I've made that mistake too because I think it applies to steel and ground as well because they're not affected by the damage. But nope, it's only rocks that get this Spidef increase.
Well, shit. That's part of the reason. I was like, no way. With the up from the sand and from light screen, I didn't think there was going to be able to kill it there. I also love Registeel. We'll say it every week. It's so funny.
He's so fat. And Monosteel is such a good defensive type.
I make a really big misplay later on in this game with Cinderace that kind of cost me a lot of... God damn it, I just remember I keep yelling it's Pikachu. This was also Joe Colberberry, just so I can live the knock.
Oh, Colberberry is great on Ghosts. Because...
It really is.
You know, you live the knockoff, and then the next knockoff potentially is not doing as much, so sometimes you can live two.
Yeah, and it put him in an uncomfortable position there where he had to leave.
Right,
and I just get to keep slamming goddamn Poltergeist.
Yeah, exactly. Now with that crunch, you can get Cinderace to threaten the Sucker Punch, right?
No.
Oh, or guard the Trace Sandrush. That also definitely works.
Yup. He even says it in the chat. I was like, I've done this at least once. I'm surprised that Moonblast did that much, quite honestly. He may not have been a special defensive build. I also should have maybe hit Moonblast again, but that's whatever.
Well, Shadow Ball should do slightly more.
Oh, that's what it is. I calced it, and I calced that he was gonna die, but I never calced his special defense. Like I didn't put his special defense nature in.
Okay. And Guard is actually putting in a great amount of work despite being paralyzed.
Because he's letting it. Because he didn't just kill it.
Yeah, that's true. He has switched and a lot of things are chipped and we'll see that sort of play out in.
It's right here. I should have hit Pyro Ball and just deleted this Comfey, and now I am in such a shitty position because I didn't know if Sucker Punch was going to go before the fairy move.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised you didn't just click Sucker or Pyro Ball.
I didn't. Yeah, and just kill something, right? Because I wanted to try and win the game there. I got greedy. I didn't realize that Comfey coming in right then and there was going to just be a problem, and I wouldn't have been fire.
Right, and since Comfey's going first, you're locked into the fighting type.
Well, I see. I don't understand. Like, does Sucker go off first, or would
Triage is
go off?
+3 priority?
Okay. So then Triage probably would have went off first.
You say, yeah, I quit lol, but then you proceed to win.
I don't think I was going to win this game. I told you I didn't think I was going to get over the Civil Pound Down.
Well, if you look at everything is super duper chipped, and Greninja is just sitting in the back pocket. So I think you're still in a fine position, even though you were down 4-6 at one point.
I thought Comfey and Hippopowden were just going to stall me into oblivion because I didn't think I had anything to get over them.
Okay. Did you have Vicious Rend on Arctivish?
I don't remember. It was
okay.
Way too long ago.
Okay, I was just wondering if maybe like a Vicious Rend to just chunk anything that's going to come in is
probably not play. Because it's slow as shit.
So
I probably didn't.
Yeah,
but I should have. If I just hit Pyro Ball earlier and got rid of that Comfey when I had the chance to, then I could have hit Z-Bulk up and just started winning.
Right.
I think he just didn't know if I had Sucker here either.
Yeah, although I don't think Dracovish would have done too much more against the rest of this team because we have like the stab neutral Ice Beam on Greninja, Arctivish still hard walls Dracovish. At a half maybe you can kill Registeel in a single hit.
Love Registeel just walling this Comfey though.
But yeah, right now you look like you're in a super good position because the only thing really left with healing is, well, I guess everything actually. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I thought I was going to get completely stalled by this thing.
Oh, there you go. You say you're going to wall me with this thing.
Yeah, I didn't think I had a good way around it. I did not have faith in Greninja to kill it. And then that's what ends up happening at the end of the game.
Did you hit Pyro Ball because he thought he was going to roar again?
No, I hit Pyro Ball because I threw the game.
Ah.
I didn't care at that point, and I thought it was just over.
Yeah, but Greninja is about to sweep.
I did not expect that.
Really?
I don't really like Greninja, honestly. Right.
Oh, Greninja's so good. Greninja won you the game.
It ended up winning the game, you're right, but I have not a lot of faith in it. I think after missing or only getting the Lurose Water Shuriken in my one game, it just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth.
Okay, I see. Okay, you turn into Hippowdon. But yeah,
you can go. It's just this for the rest of the game.
I think it's about to end. Because I think you switch into Arctivish here. Maybe not. Okay, Heavy Slam. At a certain point, you get Greninja in clean, and then you just hit Ice Beam twice.
I feel like you're right.
Let's go back up to normal speed. Oh, he brings in Greninja for you. That's how it happens. Okay.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. And then he kind of sacks Comfey. I think at that point he was in a... Well, I guess he needed Hippowdon to kill Registeel, so he was in... And then Hippowdon gets answered by Greninja and Arctivish, so he was in a pretty bad spot, but...
Bringing Greninja in for free on his part was kind of risk. He must not have had EQ.
He did have EQ.
I'm surprised he wasn't hitting it.
He hit it once against Cinderace, I think.
Okay, I'm surprised he wasn't hitting it against Registeel and he was hitting Roar.
I think he was just anticipating you switching. It was one of those calls.
Probably. That would make sense too.
I do like the Roar hazard strat. It's
super
I love annoying. Especially with
so
Murphy
much.
dropping that little bit of heat in the Discord.
I hate it. I hate it so
prankster
much.
copycat roar.
It's so hard to get over.
Well, it's also hard to get off as well because it sort of relies on no hazards being up on your side as well, so the Sash Riolu can come in.
Right.
And then
Also,
no
Taunt would beat
priority.
it too.
Sorry?
No, wait, Taunt wouldn't beat it because you're just getting spun.
Right.
Yikes.
But yeah. Hey, good job. You won.
I won. Somehow.
You played the Mons.
I clicked buttons.
Then with that, we'll go to the next match. Oh, it's Dylan and Thomas, the match that you have not seen.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Slow speed, play with music off. So, yeah, this is a very wild game.
Yeah, Thomas kept telling me it was very wild and kept telling me I should watch it, so here we are. That was obvious that Mystical Fire was. I knew that.
It could have been a psychic too, I suppose, but yeah, it's still like Mystical Fire is such a good move. Like the guaranteed special attack drop.
Yeah. Love that para there too.
What I also love is the para gyro ball.
Right, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure Dylan was already like a slow speed nature.
The fact that this wasn't Intimidate, this was Moxie, dang.
Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of Moxie Gyarados unless you're running the Scarf, because if you set up the D dance, then you basically already have enough damage to sweep a lot of the times, so the Intim can just sort of assist. But also Moxie's so good.
Yeah, Moxie's great. Sea Fly also is a good way to get Moxie off.
Something I really like is Dylan has been using Mega Glalie so well this season.
Really though, he has and it's Mega Glalie. Like, come on.
I think Mega Glalie is one of those mons that we as a league have sort of slept on. I don't know about that switch. I think he sort of had to admit defeat and just sack like Autono or something.
Yeah, he needed to sack something. Oh,
and then he didn't click first impression.
Oh my god, explosion.
Yep. Refrigerate explosion. I think that gets up to like 450 something base power with all the stabs and stuff. It's
I don't
so
like
insane.
it. I don't. Jesus. Okay, well I know that Thomas wins this +3, so there's gonna be a point where Thomas just comes around and does things.
You'll be upset when it happens, is my prediction.
Stomping tantrum.
And you will for sure know the turn as well, just because of the way it happens. Yeah, dude, a Stomping Tantrum kind of weak. Stomping Tantrum on Amoonguss, Jack brought Stomping Tantrum on Audino.
Yeah. Love it. Very much love it.
And Tyrantrum misses a head smash.
Oh no. Oh boy.
But God does that do so much damage.
It does so much damage.
Who wants this move?
No one. I do like the double. Oh, and he misses another one.
That probably would have killed Audino.
Oh, 100%.
I think maybe that turn, if any, was the turn to Mega and maybe hit Moonblast, but I'm not totally sure. Like Regenerator Wish is just so good. When I had Audino last season,
I love his little fake Regenerator core that he's got going on right now.
Right. When I had Audino last season, it felt so broken. I mean, I didn't win every game, but like when Audino was going off, it just felt so like unfair almost. Regenerator plus Wish, come on. Oh, going into specs now.
Oh no.
Well, here comes the resisted hit though, so it kind of was free into Tyrantrum to just keep clicking buttons.
He's gonna run him out of head smashes, isn't he? I love it.
He's got 3 left, and there's 3 mons left on the field.
Okay.
Although Amoonguss can live one, so.
You can live one.
Are you Spec Spore? What are your thoughts on that?
I love it. I absolutely love it because first of all, sleeping Hitmonchan there was huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. That's how the game goes.
And that's
Yep, that's a wrap.
what's the accuracy on Head Smash?
80 is Stone Edge.
He missed 4
Half.
of them.
He missed 3.
3?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
80% is 50%.
I don't know if Thomas would have won that.
I don't think he would have. It
If
would have been
all of those
super
head
tough at
smashes,
least.
even if like just one more of those head smashes hit, I feel like Thomas would have lost. Like if he
Yeah.
had lost Audino earlier, damn.
Yeah, well, I guess it would have depended on the Tyrantrum build because we don't know if it was banded or scarfed.
Right.
I think it would have come down to whether or not which choice item Tyrantrum had, if any.
Dang,
And then
I can't believe that's how that went down.
Gladius. Yeah, what a crazy game.
That was wild. Wild.
Very wild. Good stuff to Thomas. Okay, now it's my match.
Tasty burger.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit play.
Do it up.
I'm also a little prepared to get roasted for this turn 1. In my defense, the Hydro Pump was a 30% chance to kill.
Oh god.
Like I hit Psycho Cut thinking Gengar would come in.
Oh, we all knew that.
Yeah.
We all 100% knew that. That's why that happened.
And so when it killed, I thought he was Specs. So, Prim came in, but he was Mystic Water instead, and that little bit got him just barely a good enough roll to Oko Metacham like that. So, yeah. Stomping Tantrum on Audino is...
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And so my strategy going into this game was I was pretty sure Jack was going to bring Screens Rotom this time, just because I know that's sort of a favorite of Jack's. And my strategy was to counter Screens with Prim. So that's what was going on. And this would have been such a different game if Metacham was alive, if I had just gone into Prim or hit Fake Out turn 1.
Yeah, losing Mega Metacham that early.
Yeah, especially since so many things get toxic. Like Toxic Fake Out would have done so much work. I mean, that is hindsight that this is the way the match went, but at the same time, like, I just shouldn't have gambled. I should have at least entertained the possibility that he was Specs and would have killed with Hydro Pump. But I took a risk and it didn't pay off.
Jesus. And that's just the game we play sometimes.
Yeah, that's just the game we play. I mean, props to Jack for just not blinking and hitting the move turn 1, because we were talking
Really,
after.
though?
Sorry?
I said, really though.
Yeah. We were talking after the game, and it sort of seemed like he said he had the read on turn 1, but it was basically a coin flip from both of us. Like, it was a 50-50 on, we were guessing on what the other would do.
That's when we're all in a league together for so long too, it becomes a head game.
For sure.
Like at this point, most of us know we haven't added like a new person to the league in a while. Like we all know how the other one kind of battles.
Mm-hmm. And we're just gonna see sort of like my team slowly get chipped down for a while.
I remember that.
Yeah, like Audino, I didn't expect him to bring Audino just because I had like multiple things that could hit it real hard with Excadrill, Medicham, and I thought even if he brought it, I would do well with it. But again, like I maybe should have taken some time to formulate a game plan turn one and not decided that gambling Medicham would have been a bad idea because as we see, Auto
Yeah,
keeps
I feel like that
stalling
fake
out
out
screen
was free
turns.
regardless. Like, I get
Unless
why
he
you
went
were
into
afraid of the
Gengar.
fake out. Right, but then you can switch and go from there. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I get it. I get it. I get where your head was at. I do. I understand. Games are won and lost a lot of times based on turn one alone.
Yeah, that's true. I've had my fair share of turn one tricks
Right.
that have worked out.
Right. Sometimes you just pull some heat turn one, or RNG helps you turn one, or so on and so forth, and then you just win the whole game.
But yeah, Autono, the mon that I said was just talking up how unkillable it can be, is doing that exact thing to me.
Yeah.
It's just wishing and regenerator and stalling out screen turns over and over and over again.
Even with being toxic, it's still just being a problem. You lost a good chunk of your offense though. Like looking at your team, like cool, Nidoqueen is offensive, but it's definitely the bulkier of the Nidos. You have
Right.
SCAV, which is offensive but slow as shit, if I remember right.
Yeah, SCAV hits so much so hard on this team.
Yeah, it does. Well, it just doesn't it have like 120?
It's 135. Yeah, it's 135
it's
attack and
large.
105 in both defenses.
Like right, it's gonna A hit you and B survive a hit. Well,
Mhm.
A survive a hit and then B hit you. This was an early Z parting shot, I thought too, but you were running the timer down at this point, so you just had to start clicking buttons.
Yeah, I've been running the timer down a lot because I was really trying to claw this back, and I was running calcs and thinking like multiple turns ahead every single turn. And yeah, I don't think it necessarily made me play worse, but it was definitely a concern that was on my mind.
Yeah, there was definitely 1 or 2 turns where we thought it was just going to be over.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's coming up soon because as things are getting chipped, he's just waiting to get some sweeper in clean.
Right. That's all he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I actually say it too. I remember watching this game on the stream and I was like, he either needs to get Flygon in for free or he loses, and then he gets Flygon in, he starts dancing, and you lose.
Yeah, well, he also hits 2 Stone Edges against Mandibuzz.
Well, hitting an 80% move shouldn't be something that we're all amazed by.
Yeah, I should have.
I hate that it is a thing.
I did have foul play on Mandibuzz, and the foul play was going to do like 70 or something to +1 Flygon, so that's why I didn't click it there.
Okay, because that's what my thought was.
Gamble on the crit. And also, this EQ is a roll on Prim. It was full FizzDef. The roll was like 49 to 59, I think. So it was a roll in his favor, to be fair, but still a roll. And then, yeah, there's just not enough toxic turns to survive, and Flygon just cleans up.
I love Shitty Garchomp so much.
Oh, he's not shitty. He gets D-Dance.
Shitty Garchomp.
He's different. He's different. He's not shitty. He's different.
Shitty Garchomp.
I think if you got your rose-tinted goggles on for Garchomp.
Nah, bro. It's just like how the Rotom Spin is Shitty Zapdos.
Okay, Rotom Spin is Shitty Zapdos, though.
Flygon Shitty Garchomp!
No, he's not. Flygon has way more stuff. Flygon is different.
I love Flygon. One of my favorite
Flygon,
Pokemon. Too. He's worse Garchomp.
Flygon was like the only mon I liked from Gen 3. Way back when I played it the first time.
The ground dragon, right, not the bug dragon.
He should be bug dragon.
Should be bug dragon. Let's be real.
Yeah. Look at him. He's a bit
Stab leech life. I don't want to think about that. No thanks. With Dragon Dance. Nope.
Dude, that would be so sick.
Nope. Stab first impression. Come on.
That would
Does he even get first impression?
Yes, he does. He absolutely gets first impression.
We need to stop talking about Flygon before I get mad. They did my boy dirty.
They super did. Game Freak has done so many mons dirty. Like Runerigus should have been like the Rock Ghost because there's no Rock Ghost. Like look at Mega Gallade. Mega Gallade should be fairy fighting.
Right.
Yeah, Game Freak's just messed up so many types. Like I feel like a old man yells at Cloud right now.
Right. Flygon is not cooler than Garchomp. False.
No, Flygon is cooler than Garchomp.
Garchomp's the man.
Garchomp gets rocks. That's about it.
They both get rocks.
No, Flygon does not.
What?
Nope.
Huh.
Flygon gets Defog and U-turn.
Garchomp gets Scale Shot and Sword Stance.
Yeah. Dude, Garchomp is good, but Flygon's sick.
Welcome to Inside the Flygon.
Inside the Pokemon Flygon League.
Right.
Well, yeah, congrats to Jack. I wish things had gone differently. I wish I had gotten a little bit luckier, but that's the game we play. I can wish all I want. It doesn't stop him from getting a +5.
It is what it is sometimes.
Then on
Aren't you
to...
still like doing well too anyway?
Yeah, I'm 4-1.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, next match, Kyle and Leibo. I'm going to play this one on normal speed because, like all of Leibo's games, this goes for 10 million turns.
Yeah, this is weird. Leibo, even with his weather core last season, like he'd drag his matches right down into the mud.
Yeah.
Shit,
yes.
It was. I think it was my game against him that has the longest match in the league record.
Well, not anymore. That's actually Tristan and Bick in the playoffs. Their game 3 went to like 117 turns, I think. Yeah. They were both playing super nervous, and they were like, most turns were just double switches. Okay, yeah, hold up. That turn one, or not turn one, this early turn where Leibo makes the call that Bisharp is going to come in on the future site.
Yeah.
That is
huge.
Yeah, that's huge because, like, what's the offensive presence on Kyle's team? It's like Bisharp, like Victini.
Not a lot without Bisharp.
Yeah. And yeah, getting rid of Bisharp that early is so good. Because now, like, nothing really threatens
Let's stop
Swellow.
Slowking.
So yeah, Swellow and Absol, Slowking.
I mean, this thing threatens Slowking, but...
Sure.
Also, he cheated a little bit, but we let it go.
Yeah, he cheated a little bit. The gems are previous gen. It's weird because the items are illegal in the Natex
We can
format.
only use the normal gem.
Yeah, the normal gem is the only gem that's still kosher for the Natex type. However, we also let in... Natex format also lets in all the old moves, so it's a little bit of a weird conflict, but, you know... Luckily, he hit the acrobatics against Klefki where it did nothing, so... We didn't have to forfeit Kyle for, like, maybe one-shotting Mega Venusaur like that. Although, like, if it was a no-item Rillaboom, that might have also killed Mega Venusaur.
You have it on slow still.
I do have it on slow still, you're right. Because
3 hours later.
3 hours later. So, oh yeah, Kyle also gets a little RNG bonus.
Oh my god, yeah! He couldn't hit a Bolt Strike to save his life this week.
It's Leibo checking the accuracy of Bolt Strike after a miss.
It's like 91 or something after Victory Star, Kyle said.
Yeah, it's like 93.5.
That's stupid.
It is.
And he missed most of them.
Yeah, I think he missed. Yeah, I think he missed half of them exactly because I think he hits it 4 times. But still, that's.
He definitely. It would have changed the course of the game.
Oh, for sure. Like P2 is such a big bulky mon. You really need chip on it if you're going to like kill it with something. Like either on a switch.
Right, you need to get it in kill range.
Right. So missing the Bolt Strike and P2 getting the recover off without the chip is so bad for Kyle. And now Kyle's only solution for the spamming of Future Sight is to bring in Victini every time, and the single layer of spikes combined with the Future Sight chip does so much work. Because yeah, he's got the regenerator in the grassy terrain, but that only barely deals with the spikes damage, and then Future Sight.
And his regenerator doesn't want the Future Sight.
Right, exactly. The regenerated mon doesn't want Future Sight. Like, offensive Rillaboom really doesn't want one. Linoon definitely doesn't want one. So yeah, they're just going to be playing slow and pivoting. And that's sort of what Kyle needs to do. He kind of needs to wait for a good read on Leibo or for Leibo to blink.
Which he does at some point.
Yeah, I think he brings in Swellow a little impatiently at some point. and then it's sort of like, oh, my bad, and then we go back to another like 20 turns of switching slowly.
Yeah, because he has at this point, Leibo has Kyle in like the perfect triangle here.
He's in the
Like,
mixer,
right?
as Manny would put it.
Yeah, Kyle can't get out. Leibo just has him spinning around. Every time one guy comes in, Leibo sends it this guy. Every time this guy comes in, Leibo sends it this guy, and it's just.
And then Klefki can just hit like the reflect in the face of Victini.
Can we talk about Kyle not hitting recreate earlier?
Hey, it's a, he read that Klefki was gonna switch out.
Yeah, but not a lot wants it.
I mean, Slow King. And then when he's like, he has all his stats lowered. Slow King.
Actually, P2 just took 21% for.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
Yeah,
reflect.
P2. Yeah,
That
P2.
was reflect.
Yeah.
Been
P2
like
and Slow King kind of
47%.
deal with it. Yeah, so there's the teleport into Swallow into. Oh, sorry, U-turn.
Yeah, we tried to get too fast, and now we're going slow again.
Yeah, because we see, so Victini is not taking any damage from the spikes, so it's booties. So
Which
nothing
kind of
deals
saved
with.
Kyle's game.
Yeah, nothing deals with Swallow though is the thing, and that's why.
Bolt Strike does.
Yeah, Bolt Strike does, but who wants the Specs Boomburst?
That's true.
Oh, the freeze.
Oh
Come
boy,
on.
hate to see it.
I don't know if that necessarily like either cost Kyle the game or saved it for Leibo or what, but it definitely hurts a lot.
Yeah, definitely. You're not having fun anymore. Kyle has not been having fun this game.
Ooh.
I also feel like that sword stance should have come earlier.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a bit of an awkward spot because he took the future sight by clicking the sword stance. So now that Rillaboom's chipped, it's within range of, like a revenge on Absol or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think Absol is faster than Rillaboom, so the Sucker Punch is going to go first before the Glide.
Oh, it's definitely faster. No way, it's not. I feel like Rillaboom's slow as shit. It could not be, and I could just be wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. Are him and Thwacky the same speed? I don't remember. There's too much going on at once. Too many things to think about. Swallow got back like a surprising amount from that Leech Seed, but I guess it's the same amount of HP Gligar lost, but
Right. And back into the mixer.
yeah, back into the mixer. So when we looked at the luck stat after the game, it was basically even, but I think it's mostly because Kyle got some like inconsequential crits, like a crit Scald on Venusaur and like the missing Leech Seeds on Leibo's part.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like the percentage chance of each thing was basically equal, but the RNG definitely favored Leibo.
Right. That luck calc thing that you guys do, it doesn't take into account too much.
Yeah. It also isn't great at it doesn't think about items as well. So if you run like the wide lens on something, then it's not going to take that into account.
Okay.
So it's not perfect, but it gives it most of the time it gives you a good idea. But in this case, definitely not.
Boy.
Yeah, and then Scald burning. Oh, dude. Come on.
Everything that can go wrong did.
For real. Although I think Leibo says it after the match. If he had clicked Future Sight, Linoon was effectively dead as well.
Right.
Because Future Sight is like 140
Right there.
base
To be
power or
frank,
something.
to be fair, Future Sight would have killed, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so now that Victini has effectively neutered itself by killing P2, Swellow just clicks Boomburst a bunch.
Yep.
And
Another
that's
Bolt Strike. No,
that's
it's over.
a solid win for Leibo.
Really is. And Kyle is just not having a good season.
Yeah, for real. Like Leibo's slow, extremely bulky team combined with glass cannon sweepers like Swallow and Absol is so
Awful.
it's so dirty.
I hate it.
Oh, what's Joe saying in the chat? I haven't been paying attention to chat at all. We're
I've
terrible
been
streamers.
peeking in and out.
Terrible Monsengard jumped to tier 5. Hell yeah.
I don't. Yeah, no. Joe's totally right. Don't trust my my mon stats because I've had Gardevoir way too much and I still don't know what special attack is off the top of my head. I know its speed is 80. That's about it.
Isn't Gardevoir's special attack like 130?
135.
Okay. Watch that still be wrong.
It's probably still wrong, but I'm fairly sure it's 135.
Okay. Yeah, Leibo sort of just outstalled Kyle, and Swellow came in to do the Swellow thing at the end.
I love how Absol and the Swallow are the offensive team. Like, not knocking them on, so like that's what the offense was.
Mm-hmm.
135 was Drampa. I was wrong. Son of a bitch. 125 is guard.
Oh, 125 is guard. Okay. So, yeah, what I was saying when we had James on the call earlier, where I think the biggest issue with his team is Victini being the fastest mon at base 100. Like, Swellow is 125, and so his only really way around it is Rillaboom hitting a Grassy Glide or, Victini being scarfed. And if Victini was scarfed that match, just the way it was going with Leibo pivoting all the time, it would have just been destroyed by the spikes. So
Right. He was not having a fun time.
So yeah, I wonder if we're going to see any more trades and pickups from Kyle, or if he's going to stick to his guns and just try to outplay people more in the future.
I feel like it would be this week. Like, not the week that we're talking about right now.
Oh, so you think he's not going to make any changes?
I forget if he did already. He might have.
Well, I guess without further ado, let's go to our last match, and it's Mitch's.
It's always Mitch's.
We always do Mitch last. It's a time honored.
And we always talk
tradition.
about Mitch way before we get to his match.
Yeah, somehow he always comes up in conversation.
It's because his team's so good.
All right, Moxie Crook.
Moxie Skitter Smack Crook, which Mario gave me for the PCLL, and it's how I knew that it came from him.
Yeah, because Mitch, you know more about the way Mitch team builds than I do.
Mitch's brain isn't that big.
Does he like look down the move list? Does he look at every move and consider it, or does he just like look at the stab moves or what?
I don't honestly know. I don't help him team build because I just make fun of him for being Mitch. Love the H in power. Love it. So Mario knew that this Thundo could. Mario knew that this Thundo could not sweep Mitch's team. It did not. It could not bring every move it needed to. One way or another, Typhlosion was going to beat it. So that's pretty much what just needed to happen, and it did.
Yeah, I'm sort of a little bit surprised at the way Dave played this match in general, because like I feel like he blew his load with Thundo a little bit early. I think he could have done some pivoting with Incineroar and like Go-Goat or even Dragapult to generate some momentum. I do love Subcoil Glare Arbok though.
Yeah, it does the work. I might not like Arbok as the Pokemon, but I cannot deny what it did this week.
Yeah, I think Arbok's kind of a whelming Pokemon, but hey, Mitch made it work.
Yeah, he did.
And I forget how this match goes, but I remember watching it and
Mitch wins.
Yeah, I know Mitch wins. I just forget in the manner, but I do remember being confused at a lot of Dave's plays. Like, Well, I guess he didn't really have a good switch into Crook anyway.
He didn't even need to hit Skitter Smack there, I don't think. He probably could have got away with knockoff again, but I don't know. Regardless.
Yeah, he was at like 40 something.
Also, this is how he wins. He has no true answer around this crocodile now, it just beats him.
Nope. Crook just does the thing.
Right.
And there's no, and I don't think Dragapult even had any coverage for Crook to deal with it.
It just
Like no Hydro
just
Pump
does
or
the thing
Scald.
at this point.
Yeah, and Crook just pulls out a fast win for Mitch. Yeah.
A very fast one. Like half his team didn't even come out.
It sort of seems like the only answer for Crook was Thundo, and Thundo blew its load early.
Yep, and that's the game.
But yeah, that happened in my match too. Like my basically only answer for Audino was Metagem, and I blew it turn 1. So hey, it happens, yo. So yeah, good playing by Mitch. Congrats to him. So with that, I think it's about time to transition into looking at the standings.
Oh yeah, it's starting to get to the point where the standings matter too. We're past the halfway point this week, gentlemen.
Oh, we sure are. So at the tops of the league, we have Nijia 4-1 plus 9, Tristan 3-2 plus 10, Manny 4-1 plus 13, myself 4-1 plus 11, and Mitch also 4-1 plus 11.
I love how close my division is.
Yeah, your division is going to be super spicy. I'm looking forward to seeing how yours turns out the most, I think.
Yeah, I did not think it was going to be this close. That's for sure.
Like we've said, we've marveled more than once at Kyle being 1-4, but I think that sort of speaks to how much of the league has sort of leveled up in competition and draft building.
Or his team is just garbage. Maybe his team just isn't good.
Yeah, I think the thing that I keep bringing up, probably very annoyingly, is that he doesn't have a lot of great speed.
That's not annoying. It's the truth. He doesn't. It's how it be. And he doesn't have a Trick Room team to back it up. His team is just not fast.
Sometimes it just be like that.
Right. Sometimes it just be like that.
Well, let's look at the playoff picture. So we have, the tops of, obviously the top of each division, Manny, Mitch, myself, Nijia, and Tristan. And then for the wild cards, Dave.
So many of them.
So many wild cards. That's right, because we have 11 spots in the playoffs this time instead of 8. So over half the league has playoff potential.
I can't believe we have 11 now. Why 11 and not 10, by the way? Am I just a dummy?
Because it's an 8-man bracket, and there's 5 divisions, so the top of each division gives in. So there's 3 remaining positions to fill, and then there's a best-of-1 play-in game. So there's 6, so 6 plus 5 is 11.
Oh, I didn't know there was a play-in game. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, the top of each division gets
sense.
a bye. All the wild cards have a play-in game.
Okay.
So yeah,
I don't think I should know these things, but whatever.
Dave, LCD, Jack, Leibo, Dan, and yourself, Mike. The best 2 and 3. And this will probably be the first season in a while that we see a losing record make it into playoffs.
I know Dan won the whole thing, 4 and 5.
That's true. First time in a while.
That was before we edited this. Yeah, he got in as the last seed and just New York Giants.
Yep, and honestly, the 1 and 4s are not out of contention because
not if 2 and 3s are the rest of us.
Yeah, everybody else are 2 and 3s. There's 1, 2, and 3 already at the 11th seed, so the 1 and 4s are not
and
over.
I think I'm gonna lose every week, so like the 1 and 4s still have a great shot.
So yeah, I'm super excited to see how the rest of the season pans out. Obviously, I hope I keep winning. But yeah. Then King of the Kill, I suppose. So Crook doing big things for Mitch. Tied for first with Clefable from LCD. Tapu Lele and Tapu Bulu with Jim and M1 respectively with 8 kills, and a big old tie for 5th between Gengar,
7-7-7-7-7-7.
yeah, 777. Gengar, Hippowdon, Mega Heracross, Thundo, Alakazam, and Cineroar. And this is kind of a very tight race for King of the Kill. I think the first season we introduced King of the Kill, I got in the lead early with Inteleon, like racking up a lot of kills, and then I sort of tapered off because I had a lot of matches where Inteleon wasn't good.
Yeah, you just got lucky in your first couple.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's really nice to see the close competition. It makes it very exciting.
It does. Makes it more interesting when everything's close than when one person just runs away with it.
All right, let's look at trades and pickups.
Oh yeah, this week people had to do things. Come on now.
Oh yeah. So, let me switch my tab. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So Murphy, this is a week 5 trade because we're doing both the week 5 and week 6.
Oh yeah, right.
Murphy has dropped Lapras, Scrafty, and Mienshao for Mantine, Sneasel, and Passimian.
And
I do like the combo of Mantine and Appleton because I think Murphy's team, specifically his bulky mons, kind of had an issue with fighting types. So I think Mantine being able to at least come in on a resist is good.
Right, that's fair. I can give you that. I don't know how I feel about Mienshao for pass. That's interesting.
Well, he wanted Mantine and he had to drop a 100 point for it.
Oh, okay. So then that's fair.
And Passimian,
That's fair.
it's got the U-turn, it's got the stab close combat.
Oh, it's a great mon. Yeah. Good. It's a good Pokemon.
So yeah. Next up, Nijia dropped Latios and Tangela for Regidrago and Delmise.
I love Delmise. Regidrago is going to get a dragon. Gets walled by fairies and flyings. Gets Thunderbang?
I don't know. I think like Fairy and Steel are really the only thing that wall Regidrago because it's got the ability
it
where
gets Fire Fang and Hammer Arm.
Okay, so maybe it can deal with steals at least for a little bit. But it
I
also
know that
has...
Togekiss hard walls it minus Thunderfang.
Okay. Yeah, Regidrago's ability is, I think, super broken. Like the free double stab on dragon types.
Oh yeah, dude. And it's like its HP stat is ridiculous, and I feel like its defenses are good enough for like it's almost a guaranteed dragon.
Yeah, I think I agree. And like God forbid like a weakness policy set.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that would be nobody. You know, I'm sorry for saying that. Hopefully Nijia is not listening.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah,
you have to play Nijia, you bastard.
Imagine like you slam the Draco at 2x and now you're still got a neutral Draco in the back pocket.
Ugh.
Anyway. Yeah. I mean, Tangela's super good on paper, but I think maybe it's just a little bit too passive. At least Delmise can hit stuff and is still a solid Earthquake switching.
Yeah. And it gets technically 3 stabs.
Yeah. Steelworker is a great ability.
It is. An Anchor Shot's a great move.
Oh yeah, the trapping move, that's right.
Delmise's a good mon. Has decent attack too, if I recall.
Yeah, I think 135.
It's cheeky grassy glide plays if you can somehow get the terrain out.
Yeah, that's true. All right, my trading pickup. I dropped Thwacky for Serena. I wanted another thing of removal, and Serena and Thwacky kind of do the same role.
I can give you that.
EQ switching. Serena gets rapid spin and U-turn. I think it's and
synthesis.
Oh yeah, it's good synthesis too.
Yeah.
So I think
it's a good one.
Yeah, I'm a fan. All right, now for the week 6 trades and pickups.
Which is a lot. So Manny messaged me, by the way, before he messaged James. And he goes, "So I heard you're trying to drop part of your team," and I was like, "I am." And he goes, "Well, I want to take Greninja off your hands. I want to give you my Sand Core, so that it gives you more points to work with." And I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
I'm gonna drop him anyway. It kind of just sounds like you want Greninja. It sounds like slavery, but with extra steps.
Okay. So you
But I mean,
declined.
he ended up. I declined it, and then I messaged him a couple days later. I was like, "So do you still want to trade?" And he goes, "Well, I already traded with James." Then I went and looked at the spreadsheet, and I went, "Oh my god, these changes that he made."
All right, so it's gonna be kind of hard to talk about Manny's changes without James because Manny traded T-Tar and Dracozolt, the Sand Core, to James for Zeraora and Kingdra. In addition to those trades, Manny subsequently dropped the Kingdra he was traded and picked up G-Moltres, and he also dropped Bouffalant for Metang.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I looked up Metang's stats, and
Yep.
he's a pretty formidable
Yep.
Eviolite holder.
Yep. He is Metagross with an Evolite.
Oh yeah, like 100 base defense, 80 spit F. Ooh.
Man, he was telling me about it yesterday. It's some heat. I remember Thomas is playing him, and I was on a call with Thomas, and he's like, "When did Manus get you Moltres, Metang, and Zeraora?" And I just laughed.
All right then. I'm not sure what order I have these in. Okay, James is next. Perfect.
Massive.
So yeah, James has dropped Kartana, the Mon that swept, by the way. In his proprietor of the thumbnail Kartana, he has just dropped. So he dropped Zeraora. He has picked up the Sand Core and T-Tar and Dracozolt, and he dropped Delibird from a choke. Another Eviolite user.
I'm very surprised that he used one of his trades and pickups to give Manus Zeraora. That's how bad he wanted T-Tar.
You do not use trades and pickups to trade. They're just pickups.
Okay, so James dropped Kartana for Zeraora, and then traded Zeraora to T-Tar.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
I was interested to see. We'll see what he does with T-Tar.
Yeah.
And Dracozolt, because he kept Dracozolt.
Yeah, so James is sitting at, I think, 0?
Yeah, I think he's done.
James and Manny both have... Oh, that's why. Because in order to facilitate the trade, I think since Manny was using all of his pickups, James had to use one.
Okay. That's fair.
That makes sense. Okay. So, yeah. I like that they both have an Eviolite user. That's interesting. And I think that's sort of a consequence of, as we alluded to earlier, we've moved bulk up a lot. So Eviolite users are pretty good.
Yeah, and Manus did a whole write-up about some good ones.
I think Lickitung was the good one, but regardless.
Not an Evolite user, but yeah. A lot of good trades and pickups.
All right,
A lot of good
Jim has used 4 of his pickups. So he traded with Thomas. He traded Lantern to Thomas for Magneton, and then subsequently used 3 pickups to trade Ferrothorn, Mamo, and Noivern for Gliscor, Snorlax, and Chestnut. Wow, that is big as hell.
Yeah, I'm not excited to have to solve all of them.
Yeah.
Not ready, not having a fun time.
Tristan got to the finals off the backs of Chestnut and Snorlax combo.
Yep. Not gonna have fun. Nope.
So
we'll see what happens.
And it seems like Jim has sort of gone the route of, well, I guess he doesn't necessarily have a bunch of glass cannons and bulky walls because Lele and Nihilego have great special defense. But yeah.
Nihilego is such a weird mon.
All the Beast Boost mons are have very weird stat distributions, which I think makes them very interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, then we'll get to the last trade and pickup, which is Thomas. He has Lantern now. He has lost Magneton.
Okay.
I like it. I like the fact that he has a bulky water alongside the offensive water on Gyarados.
I feel like I'm cool now. He's Volt Absorb.
Yeah, he has. You never know which Absorb he's going to take.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So that does it for trades and pickups. I guess now we have the Commish Picks. So, you're gonna have to bring up the list of battles, or I'll just repeat them to you, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you look at the standings, we're both tied at 19 correct predictions. You know how many battles there have been? 50.
No.
We're not batting great.
Wow.
We're not batting great.
Wow. Yikes.
So, LCD versus Nijia. I am going to give it to LCD.
I'll take LCD.
Ooh, okay.
Is Vic going to be able to get you the picks or no?
He did not get me his picks last week, so...
Oh, so then we're not really in the lead. Vic has 17 and he didn't give you his picks from last week?
Yeah, I know, dude.
Bro!
It's from like the last 2 weeks, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay, Murphy against M1.
Murphy.
You're gonna give it to Murphy?
I'm sorry, M1.
Let me look at their teams real quick. I feel like maybe M1 will pull out some heat against Murphy, but I don't know. I'll give it to M1. I think M1's team has so much potential. I want him to win. All right, Bick against Dylan. I don't know if we should even put a prediction on this because we don't know if it's going to happen because Bick has some real life complications that sort of take his time away from battling. So I think it's fair to just skip it.
Okay.
So just put a little dash there. All right. Manny against Thomas. I'm going to give it to Manus.
Same.
All right.
Dennis told me his strats already last night. Yeah.
Oh, he gave you some heat?
Oh,
Okay.
boy. Oh,
All right.
boy.
Me against James. I'm picking myself.
I'm going to have to pick you as well.
Ooh, all right. Very cohesive picks so far, other than one of them. Jack and Hunter. I'm going to give it to Jack.
Sorry, Hunter. God damn it. I'm still picking Jack.
Tristan and Leibo. Oh, the rematch of the finals. Man, Leibo's going through the gauntlet. He fought Kyle earlier this season. He's fought Kyle twice, I suppose. Yeah, he's fought Kyle twice. Now he's got Tristan.
I have no remorse after I got screwed like every year with my Conference Cup games.
So who are you picking?
It's Tristan v.
Leibo.
Probably Tristan.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick Leibo. I don't think I'm gonna pick Leibo. I don't think Tristan does great with this super bulky core, especially with Regenerator and TP.
It's gonna be
But
fun
we'll
to
see.
watch him drag it around.
Yeah, we'll see what Tristan comes up with. I mean, he's obviously a great battler, so he'll come up with something. Jim against Kyle. I'm giving it to Jim.
Same, because it's a Conference Cup game and I want him to win.
Oh,
He's
nice.
in the conference.
So then surely you're picking yourself against Dave, right?
Yeah, I have to. It's Conference Cup week. Otherwise,
Hell
I pick
yeah.
myself to lose.
And then Dan against Mitch. You're giving it to Dan, right? I mean, obviously. There's no way Mitch can keep it up, right?
So, like, it's a Conference Cup game, so I have to pick Dan. I can't pick Mitch. I've signed contracts. There's lawyers. I just can't pick Mitch.
We're all sleeping on Mitch. All right. That basically concludes the docket. There's just pretty much one more thing left to talk about. Mike, the co-host. Is this the most important week of the season?
This has to be the most important week of the season. The 1 and 4s are playing to take some wild card spots. The 2 and 3s are playing to keep those wild card spots. And the people at the top of their division, Well, at this point, they're just playing for the memes because they're at the top of their division. And we got so many 4-1s, like with high plus. We have Manus who's sitting at 4-1 with a high plus and it's a +0. So, I mean, this has to be the most important week this season. I feel like there's going to be a shift, except my division. My division's still going to somehow stay within a 1-game spread, but I feel like all the other divisions are going to lock up after this, or start to lock.
Clearly the most important week of the season. We just have the playoff picture. Everybody knows where they stand. This is the week everybody is forced to buckle down.
Right. Buckle up, buckaroo.
And with that, I believe it's time to conclude Inside the PFL Week 5/6. Thank you. Live. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Mike, for being the co-commentator. Thank you, James, for coming on live.
Yes,
and
thank you, everybody, for listening to us.
Yes, most of all, thank the listeners.